I believe that women should meet their man halfway if they want a bigger house, if they want more cars, they want more of this, they want more of that. If they're not happy with the means that your man can provide, then find a different man. Don't marry that man. But you can't give a man an expectation like, oh, you have to go make this kind of money because I'm a bad bitch. Like, no, you're a stupid bitch.
Here's how much it costs to have an attractive girlfriend. Weekly dates, $200 or $800 a month or $10,000 a year. Quarterly vacations, $2,000 or $8,000 a year. Holiday and birthday gifts, $5,000 a year. Miscellaneous, nails, shopping, whatever it may be, about $3,000 a year. All in total, about $26,000 a year. So if you're making $50,000 a year after taxes, you probably couldn't even afford to keep an attractive woman within your life. At least without her being miserable. In fact, she may even cheat on you with a baller. And if you're curious, we can actually put that to the test. Just go to limitless-attraction.com to get a loyalty test from me. And I'll DM your girl on Instagram to see if she'll go out with a guy like me. And we'll both see if she's really loyal.
That's hilarious. I love it.
All right, so shout out to Austin. Austin was on my show yesterday, and men pay him to message their girlfriends to see if
Girls
they're
did
faithful.
it first on TikTok.
Oh my
Girls
God.
have been doing that for 5, 6, 7 years.
For sure.
Definitely.
What do you guys think about that? 26,000. Here's an opinion to that.
I think that's hilarious.
I mean,
love it.
You guys were all kind of laughing at the same time, but was he talking about her nails and like he was paying for all that stuff?
Yeah.
$3,000
Oh,
a
that's
year?
nice. I mean, I don't.
How do I find a man that pays for my
Like,
shit? Because I know I'm expensive. That's why
fine. It's just like
the only thing you gotta
actually
come
like
at
that
me
much.
with is some good tea.
I feel like the maintenance of her was expensive, but then the vacation aspect was low. Who goes on a $2,000 vacation? That's the
Where
hotel
are we
in itself.
going?
Like that's flights.
I mean, it can be. I mean, I feel like you
Unless
could go
you're
on a
driving
pretty
somewhere
day.
and the 2K is only for food and hotel, the
So
vacation part.
26,000 is too low.
No problem.
No. The $2,000
said 2,000
vacation dollar budget is what was too low.
Okay, who here has been in your most recent relationship? Your boyfriend spending more than $26,000 a year on you? Yeah.
I have never had a boyfriend in my entire life ever buy anything for me. The one time was my first boyfriend that I dated for 5 years, and he bought me a KitchenAid mixer, and that's the one thing I wanted. And then when we broke up, he fucking took it back.
Expensive.
They're like, he took it back. He took it back. That was the only gift I've ever gotten from. That's the only fucking thing I've ever gotten from him.
So do
get me an Uber when I had no car for 2 months.
I'm just curious. So does anybody here raise your hand if you think 26,000 is too high?
To spend a year.
Anyway, 2,000.
It doesn't matter. It's irrational to what you can expect. Like it depends on your relationship.
You still can't get over that men pay for the women.
His point was that a lot of men who can't
part.
afford 26,000 can't afford to have an attractive
Because
girlfriend.
they want
By the way,
the hot girls.
Austin lives in Miami, I believe.
They want
you can
don't
be
try
hot
to
and low maintenance.
don't try to date the Victoria's Secret models and the IG baddies that are used to men that pay for their car, men that pay for their apartment.
I think that's more than $26,000 a year.
But what I'm saying is, like, if you're
naturally
reaching for the
beautiful.
start.
Huh?
Yeah.
But some girls are also naturally beautiful, and they also don't need to do a lot to themselves. Like they just naturally have those supermodel looks. They naturally
$200
just
for
have
nails
that.
is crazy. And
Maybe she does her
That's
own
me.
nails.
That's what I
like,
pay.
you just
But my girl is amazing.
don't know, and everyone finds attractive different.
And they last. And let me tell you, she's worth every fucking cent.
every
100%.
2 or 3 weeks you're paying $200.
No, they last a month and a half.
What?
Nice.
With no growth.
Your nails.
Well, no, but it's the way she blends it.
So you don't see it.
No,
She
it's
puts
great.
HGH on the nails.
No, whatever she does,
Can we
she
show the
is
sex one?
the
All right,
best.
guys, I want you to think: is this controversial? What
I
you
just
hear?
want to say that $26,000 is way too low.
That's what I was trying to get to that
say
point.
that you take me
hot
I don't
girl,
drink,
maybe.
so I save you a lot of money.
Well, and then the other
Amber,
thing
is it too low?
See, look.
I think like nickel and diming and then budgeting for your girlfriend is fucking wild.
Yeah, but there has to be an
Seriously.
average. The
I
math
know,
has
but,
to
like,
work
so,
out
like,
somewhere.
So you just like do the math in your spare time.
All
Or
right.
go,
No,
like,
but you
falling
should.
in love
But you
with,
should.
but yeah,
Keeps a notepad of every dollar he spends on her.
And then at the end of the year, you tell your girlfriend that you're madly in love with. Like, this is how much I spend on you every year.
Here's the problem. I'm trying to put a down payment on a house. I would be kind
You
of
have to
nice
budget,
to know.
yeah.
But I don't even budget. I don't
much you
like.
spend on
I
your
don't know.
life.
I'd have to sit down
Can
and do my own budget.
Can I throw out like a caveat here? Is like, yeah, if you're basing everything on transactions,
Yeah.
sure. But like, I will tell you right now, when I was in my 20s, I had women buy me drinks and buy me
agreed,
shit,
sure.
give me
Oh
a
my
car,
God.
But when I'm
just because.
but when I'm in a relationship,
just because,
I'm also like
and I had a lot of
Totally,
friends
totally.
I had a lot of friends in the Hollywood like metal scene or like singers for bands and shit like that. These guys were broke as fuck. And they had some pretty hot women buying them a lot of fucking things.
Oh,
man.
yeah.
It's just, if your game's not that good, I don't know what to tell you.
There you go.
Is this the one? This is the one, right?
All right, is this controversial to you, ladies?
Like, so he knows I'm going to lunch.
He knows you're going to lunch.
He knows my vibe. He knows how I like to move, and he only sent $30.
I'm not going to bend over backward for a man that is just sending whatever he can, or, you know, if he's not going to be my boyfriend, number one, but if I'm talking to him, next time I'm out and he says, oh, you need something for lunch, I'm going to tell him, it's okay, somebody already sent me $100. So he know that you want that job. Yeah, you got to. Because it's better, like you said.
Okay, if we're being completely honest, right here, right now, we've all eaten lunch for $30.
Yes,
let's start
100%. Cute little cafe spot, baby.
I'm not even snappers to get something popping,
but we're not saying that we're ungrateful.
Right.
Food is food on the table. However, you know what the standard is.
Correct.
Me in that situation, handling it with grace. Thank you so much, baby. I'm so appreciative. I'm gonna still take a picture of that bill and I'm gonna send it to him. Thank you for the 30. That was the tip.
Exactly.
You know, what's up?
Also, men, if you know that you cannot give $30 or if it's hard for you to give, then you need to date within
Don't
your...
date.
You can't date with the woman that, number one, does not have that expectation, or number two, it's in that range, that will love and adore that $30, will save that $30, will frame that $30, will bathe with that $30, will masturbate with that $30. Be with that woman, because it is a woman out there that will appreciate it and that will love it. But do not try to...
Where's the lie, though? Date in your bracket. If you can't afford a supermodel, then don't date a supermodel. If you know that the girl that you're seeking or that the girl that you are chasing after has had nothing but billionaire boyfriends before you,
can I say something?
She's going to be used to the billionaire boyfriends before you, and she's going to want that treatment. So don't chase after that girl.
Dating is like betting on a dog race.
No, I gotta say something.
But who just sends money to somebody for lunch without going with them?
Go.
I mean, I've seen it done.
If you do it, then who gives a fuck? It's free money.
It's sweet, yeah.
Exactly. Like, you don't have to do shit.
It's actually the thought that counts. At the end of the day, it's the thought.
Send me shit.
Exactly.
Apparently, they aren't worth anything if you ain't meeting them for it.
It's all great.
Who gives a damn?
I was gonna say, like, when you love someone, it's something totally different. You know, and if you really love this person, and these are the standards that you set for your life. If you love this person, you're choosing to keep this person around, and you know that they don't have the money and you want these expensive dates, then you gotta get it how you live. You gotta hustle for that. Like one thing I gotta say about this generation that I don't agree with, like, I do believe in the 50-50. I believe that women should meet their man halfway if they want a bigger house. If they want more cars, they want more of this, they want more of that. If they're not happy with the means that your man can provide, then find a different man. Don't marry that man. But you can't give a man an expectation like, oh, you have to go make this kind of money because I'm a bad bitch. Like, no, you're a stupid bitch.
No, it comes down to the exact same thing that him and I talked about earlier. Your marriage and your relationship is set up the way that you agreed to it. Mm-hmm. You don't try to date someone who wants to be 50-50 if you are not of the mindset of 50-50. Right. So it's just date within. Nothing that she said at the end was wrong. Date within your bracket. Date what you could afford. Date what you're both
just
mutually
don't date at all.
agreed about.
It's not right. It's not right or wrong. Those women are red flags, like fucking minefield in Afghanistan in 1983.
But no, to somebody they are the epitome.
Those women are just going to drag. Just my opinion. Those women are going to drag chaos into your life. That the fact they're even having this discussion and being this petty. Go ahead.
I really feel like we're not even talking about one of the biggest qualities right now, which is location. We're undermining what cities are we talking about? Are we talking about Miami?
Oh, it's Miami. Just make it $100 in Miami, whatever.
But even when I ran my boot camps teaching guys how to get over social anxiety, Arizona, Scottsdale was very different 9 years ago than it is now.
Yeah.
Now the women caught on. They're more like LA girls. But if you go to like a small city, this is very different. Like the location is everything. Yeah. You're interviewing women that are
for $30.
But look at the common thread though. Like where are they from? From Miami.
The point wasn't not having a nice dinner. The point was he didn't give me enough money.
Which that's the problem.
He gave her money, and that's enough.
Right.
I mean,
my lunch the other day was $50.
And you ladies are saying this. That's not a red flag. That's a green
amazing.
flag. Being appreciative is a green flag. Not being appreciative is a red flag. I'm sorry.
Definitely.
These ladies are just walking red flags to me. That's just my opinion.
Yeah.
You go to Nashville, you can have a good time for very cheap and go and do karaoke. But if you're in Miami and you're in Brickell, be prepared to spend at least $1,200 if you're going to a restaurant. So where are you at? And like what you were saying earlier, Rollo, what is the communication? What are the rules of the game? Like, what am I getting into? And by no means, if the girl's expectation is like $2,000 or $500,000, I respect that. But then that's not my cup of tea. Like, what is the vibe here?
The bottom line is live within your means.
None of these girls,
communication.
Communication. Okay, fine. But all these girls with these really high standards for like, oh, you got to pay me $30, $100, whatever the ticket is, right? Every last one of them would throw those standards right out the window if that guy was 6'1", had a 6-pack abs, had a 10-inch cock, and was ready to rock her world in bed. And you know what? Oh, it doesn't matter. He could give me a bag of Skittles, and it wouldn't make a fucking difference.
That's the other difference. If these ladies would be willing to date some other guy who doesn't even send them $30, then if I'm the guy sending the $30, I'm the loser. And that's another thing. Red flag. That's all I'm saying.
Right.